this point, I just have a live mic and I'm just talking into it. Does anybody remember the West Texas Rednecks? This is 1999. You know what? I know we usually go off the cuff here at SmarkTank Revolution, but I'm just going to Wikipedia just to get the dates correct. The West Texas Rednecks. All right. Yes, they debuted in 1999. Okay, so the West, I do remember, even though I'm looking at it now, but I do remember all of the people that were a part of it. Curt Hennig was the front man. Bobby Duncombe Jr. I remember him. I think he may have passed away shortly after that. The Wyndhams, obviously, and Curly Bill, which was Virgil from WWF, or he was also Vincent in WCW, but yeah, Virgil, aka Soul Train Jones, who's going through some health issues right now, but we at Smart Tank Revolution and all our supporters wish you a speedy recovery and pray that you get well. The West Texas Rednecks were a short-lived professional wrestling stable and country music band in World Championship Wrestling in 1999, and All Japan Pro Wrestling. I didn't know that in the early 2000s. They are famous for the recording of two songs. I only remember one, but two songs: "Rap is Crap," "I Hate Rap," and "Good Old Boys." I remember "Rap is Crap." Me and my friends used to make fun of that song. We used to just sing that because it was so crazy. The West Texas Rednecks were a group of good wrestlers, but like the stable itself should have been on like the comedy part of Cartoon Network or like Adult Swim. It was like one of those things that was so ignorant it was brilliant. And they feuded with Master P. They feuded with the No Limit Soldiers. I remember Silk the Shocker taking off a cowboy hat and stomping it. This was, you know what? This would have been perfect for this. This sound like it was a recycled Vince McMahon idea from 1995. Only because it was on WCW and they had Master P, big artist at the time, still is. He's a mogul now, but like having Master P on the show on wrestling was automatically going to that was going to be a spike in your ratings, similar to what Mike Tyson did. But I guess the intrigue with Tyson is that he was a boxer, but Master P, he's a rapper, so you got the hip hop audiences tuning in, and I remember I think that he even performed at a Nitro, and I guess there was a segment where Master P and Curt Hennig were going at it on the mic, and I think he kept calling him cowboy or something. I'm gonna have to YouTube all of this. But here, like I said, we usually go off the cuff, and I just happen to be talking about stables that people hardly or vaguely remember. The West Texas Rednecks were definitely one of them, where all those guys can wrestle, but you don't remember anything of note to mention when you speak of them, except for the names individually. All those guys hold weight. Or at whether it was at the WWF or at this time, a lot of them were draws during the territory days, I'm sure. But as a collective, there's absolutely nothing here to think of. I think this was an interesting time for WCW where a lot of these stables and factions were just being thrown together like gumbo. I'm still trying to think of if there's anything of note that we can that I can talk about, but like all I can remember is just the "Rap is Crap" song, which I thought was so bad it was funny. It was just humorous. Matter of fact, let's consult the Google machine And let's see. Let's look up their. I read from their Wikipedia. Yeah, I didn't know that they went to All Japan Pro. All Japan Pro. I had no idea that they went to All Japan Pro Wrestling. Had no idea. I'm definitely gonna have to do some research on that and see if they even made an impact or dent there. But like, if that whole collective went, it's still a good body of wrestlers to wrestle in Japan. But yeah, like, I guess the only notable feud here is the No Limit Soldiers, led by Master P. Oh, and it says that, yeah, although the soldiers were packaged as a face stable, they failed to connect with the audience due to actions perceived as that of heels. Oh man, it also says, in Master P's first and only appearance on WCW television, against the suggestion of the bookers and other wrestlers, he bullied Curt Hennig by rejecting a present he gave to Silk the Shocker, a custom-made cowboy hat. Yep, and then assaulted him with a birthday cake. That's it. That's all. That's all, folks. I can't think of anything else. I think right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up the music video to Good Old Boys, since they had two singles, Rappers Crap and Good Old Boys. If you ever need a good laugh, go listen to that. Donnie wonderful. Shout out to Joey Business, my colleague. We'll be recording some reviews, and we're also going to be chatting about the news as well, and the future of WWE and AEW, now that the pendulum may be swinging, but we don't know which direction. So thank you for all our new subscribers, all our supporters, all our faithful supporters. The channel's growing. I'm excited for the future of SmarkTank Revolution, and we'll be uploading more content more regularly. Like I said, I have a live mic, and hey, all I have to do is just press record. Joey Business will do the same. We'll give you guys our collaborative content, and more of it, and more regularly, more frequently. And yeah, thanks for listening. I'll have another one of these, because there's a lot of stables that we don't talk about outside of like the Horsemen, DX, NWO. There's a lot of stables. It's Dungeon of Doom. Who remembers the Jersey Triad? I'm just gonna talk about all of these stables. Just give them some type of shine. And if there's any that you can think of, please leave it in the comments section. And thank you for the people that have been commenting and interacting with us. We love to follow up and follow through on comments, especially when they're good questions and good points that we miss. So, Donnie Wonderful here, signing off. We'll see you guys on the next one.